Hey, it's Ethan, and in this video, we're going to be doing cold email copywriting for an inbound voice AI receptionist offer. And so before we dive in, I want to walk through kind of the process of going from idea to making money in the AI space. It's pretty simple. You go through the offer creation process, which is what we did in the previous video, with all of the dream outcomes, problems, solution, niches. And then you either have two choices. You actually have three. You run ads, you do cold email, or you do content. Typically, I like to focus on the content and the cold email. So this tends to attract more warmer inbound leads, but it's more difficult. This, you can get leads almost instantly, but they're not as warm and they're harder to sell. And so I like to typically take both approaches. So we'll create the offer, then we'll figure out the specific, when we understand the specific problems that someone goes through, it's much easier to create content because we know exactly who we're speaking to, what the content should be about, and what problems it should solve. And so we have the content, and there's a couple different processes here, right? For cold email, we do the cold email copywriting, which is what we're going to do in this video. Then we launch the campaigns, then we review split tests from the campaigns, and then we rewrite the copy and just continually iterate on it over time. Or another thing that we do sometimes is we pivot and test new niches. So sometimes the market or the niche just isn't that good. And so we start by rewriting the copy and trying to figure out if the copy is the problem. And we'll do a bunch of split tests, and then we'll pivot and test new niches if that doesn't work. And typically if the offer is pretty stable, like in that we can offer it to different niches, like what we're going to do in this video is we're basically going to pick 3 niches that are going to work with this one offer, and we're going to set up campaigns for each of those niches, so that we can see which niche works out the gate, and then we can double down on that one. And the second one for content, it's just this iterative process. I should have made a circle right here because it basically feeds back in on itself, where it says you create content, you launch you publish the content, you review the highest performing content, and then you readjust the strategy. So it looks a little bit like this. Let me see if I can, there we go. So you readjust the strategy, you film more content. It's kind of like the same thing here. This rewrite copy one, you could essentially say that after you review the split test, you start this process over again. And so then if we go like that, we're starting this process over. And so both of these are iterative processes. And today we're going to be diving into the inbound call receptionist offer that we've created. We're going to be diving into actually like creating copy from this. And so we're going to be using Claude projects, copywriting. We're also just going to be using in past roles at startups, I've worked as a copywriter. So this is my bread and butter right here. All right, so let's dive right into it. So let's start with the specific niches. So niche 1, and then we're going to have niche 2. We're going to have niche 3. We're probably only going to target 3. I don't want to target too many, but at the same time, it's not that hard to target more because we're basically just switching out a few pieces of the copy. But let's go to the niches that we discovered down here, the highest ticket sales. So let's look at personal injury law firms. So I think HVAC is probably going to be niche number 1. That's the one I think has a huge potential. HVAC / roofing, those are very similar. So I would almost just duplicate that. So we'll see. Let's just start with HVAC companies. Then we're going to target auto body shops. And then we're going to target, what else? Personal injury law firms. That could be really interesting. And HVAC. This one, there's a bunch of sub ones under this. It's kind of like you also have like plumbing, electrician. I guess that's heating and air conditioning. Electrician. You have roofing companies, general contractors. All of these could fit under that one. So I just want to create this like little, maybe we'll create like a H3 and just say like save sub niches, save for later. So ideally we can just do that. Oh, whoa. Why did it do that? So why is this a sub? Okay, who knows? All right, so that's sub niches saved for later. So these are the different niches that we're going to target. We're going to set this up. We're going to have email one, or we're going to email split test A. We're going to have email split test B. We're going to have A, B. So now we have all of these potential different emails here. This is really weird that it's niche 2. Okay. Maybe it's because it's a title. Heading 1. Should be heading 2. Okay. So boom. Maybe that'll work now. Yep. All right. So split test A, split test B. So I usually don't care about the subject line. It's going to be the same for everyone. It's going to be like question first name or question for or want to collab or something like that. And so that's the first for the emails. We should do something like, hey, first name, and then it's our personalized one-liner, and then this is where the body goes, and then we say cheers, Ethan Nelson, founder, Smart Scaling AI. All right, so this is what we're going to do for every email. So I just wanted to template this out so we can start writing the split test. So that's essentially what the template's going to look like for all of these different ones. Now what we're going to do is we're going to essentially figure out how we actually want to say this. So it's the personalized one-liner. This is going to be like an opener, and then after that we're going to say I work for Smart Scaling AI. We build custom AI. We build custom AI receptionists that do XYZ, and solve XYZ, that do XYZ solution without XYZ pain point. So now we need to think of a lead magnet. So what would be a potential lead magnet we could offer someone? This is going to be like part of this offer. So we have all of these different ones. Every call answered within 25 minutes. We will set this up in 2 weeks. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to this project that I had before, creating a Grand Slam offer. What I'm going to do is ideate 20 different potential lead magnets for this offer using the solutions that came up with. These should be able to be easily delivered via a cold email, easily delivered with minimal work. And so what I think is that potentially what we could say is if they're interested, they could essentially we could ask them to call it, which could be interesting, like, hey, call this number and see how it works. There's a couple different ways, but we could say, how much does it cost you? 12 expenses, annual savings, see your missed night income, 20 questions, the ultimate documentation template. These are all not good. 5-minute phone system audit. I think what we're going to want to do is some sort of demo. So we're going to want to go here, and then we'd love to talk about implementing this for your business and saving and cutting your receptionist costs in half. Does it make makes sense to chat. So we want it to be as simple as possible. This is going to be the essence of the email. And so we have to say we do this without this. And I think we can really refine this. So we'd love to talk about implementing this for you and cutting your reception at cost in half. And so this is going to be one of the pain point relievers. So we could say like cutting your receptionist costs in half, and we could say we build custom AI receptionists. And so this, maybe we could refine this as well. Custom AI receptionist, custom AI. So we could say like, what are 10 different ways to call a receptionist. So the idea is this has to be as easy as possible to understand. Sometimes a trick you can do is ask it to like shorten the reading level to like 5th grade, and that usually gets it front desk representative, office assistant, an AI office assistant, an AI office coordinator, executive front desk, an AI. What is the easiest to understand for an HVAC company? Front desk representative, an AI front desk representative. So an AI receptionist, that, and then for this one, I'll just add it down here. I'll copy this. So this is going to be what we'll use for all of them. But we might change, we're going to change what the problem and solution is, and we're going to change this. And also based on the niche, we might change what we actually call it. And so what I want to do is I actually think I want to split test. If I'm going to send 10,000 emails per, that means how much data can we get on 2,500 emails? Probably pretty solid. I almost want to create more split tests here, so do something like this. Maybe create at least 3 or 4 split tests. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. So this is going to be a lot of different emails, but a lot of this is just subtle stuff that we're switching. What did I miss here? A, B, C, D. Oh, I duplicated it at the bottom. Okay, so now that we have that, wait, A, B, C, D, A, O, okay. There we go. So let's do this for now. Alright, so we have all of these different niches. So let's start with the first one. We build custom AI receptionists that solve XYZ, have XYZ. So we could start with the solution, then do the problem, or focus on the problem. That handle 300 extra calls at no cost. That scale your business without scaling your team. That handle calls 24/7. I like that. That handle calls 24/7 and schedule bookings and put time and schedule times on your calendar without and so usually we want to add a case study in here, so I'm going to refer to a cold email handbook. There's this cold email handbook from, okay, so We build custom AI receptionists that handle calls 24/7 and schedule times on your calendar without XYZ. So one of the things to think about that we really want to keep an eye on is how do we add these 3 or 4 levers in there? How do we show them that it's going to be super easy to set up, it's going to be super fast to set up, that there's no work on their part, and that it's worked for other people, so it'll work for them? Those are the 3 levers we want to pull. And so the goal with this copy is how do we articulate those levers in each of these emails, and like what are different variations or ways that we could do that. So that handles calls 24/7, schedules time on your calendar, without XYZ. So what are the problems we could say? Without without having to pay a person, without calls 24/7, schedule times on your calendar, without. How about so that you don't need to hire a full-time person to take calls all day? We'd love to talk about implementing this for you. And I don't want to say cutting receptionist costs in half. I want to say something like, we'd love to talk about implementing this for you so that you don't miss another lead or something like that. So that you never miss another lead. So that you don't never miss another prospect. Does it make sense to chat? Okay, boom. There's the first one. Second one, we build custom AI. Now let's call it what we asked ChatGPT, front desk representative, custom AI, front desk representatives, desk reps that handle all inbound calls 24/7 and can update and can book, schedule. What is it called? A booking. Do HVAC business owners take bookings, or what do you call it when they schedule someone on their calendar, and what is the process they go through? Do they immediately go to their home to check it out? Imaginally, it's probably going to be scheduling a session, scheduling a consultation, service call, an appointment. And so we're going to say it handles all, can schedule appointments automatically, without needing a human. We'd love to talk about implementing. Instead of implementing, we'd love to send a demo over. We'd love to send a demo over to you. Does it make? We'd love to send a demo over, because this is going to be a risk reversal thing if we send them a demo. So we'd like to say, we'd love to send a demo over so you can test it out. So you can see how, so you can test it out. Are you open to this? I don't really love that. We'd love to send a demo over to you so you can test it out. Reply yes, and we'll send it over. Another one that we could do that I really like is we could take this exact copy, and we could say, we could essentially take the first one, doesn't make sense to chat, but we could say, instead of we'd love to send a demo, we'd say you can test it out. You can see the end product by calling. I wonder if this is going to decrease the deliverability because we're adding a number. But we could say by calling 658, I'm just making up a number here. And so this would be build out a demo that they can call anytime to test it out for a fake HVAC, for a it's not like, yeah, it's like fake, but it would be for a test HVAC account. All right, so that's one of them. So the next thing we want to think about here is you can see the end by calling. If you like what you see, you want to have a conversation. Is this something that you would find valuable, that would be valuable for you? I think I also like this one, but then with does it make sense to chat? So something like this. This is interesting to you. Does it make sense to hop on a short call, on a quick call? All right. The next thing we could do is we need to put, what I just realized is we need to put somewhere in here that this is an HVAC company. We build custom so that you don't have to. We recently worked with an HVAC company just like yours. I work with Smart Scaling AI. We build custom AI that handle calls 24. Build custom AI receptionist for HVAC companies that handle their calls 24/7 and schedule times on their calendar. That handle we build custom all their inbound calls 24/7. That way you can have appointments on your calendar. That way you never miss another prospect again, and have appointments and have new business, new appointments just showing up on your calendar. I like that. And so this part is important for HVAC companies. So we want to make this as short, like we want to test longer and shorter, but from what I've seen, the shorter sometimes works better. So I work for Smart Scaling AI. Maybe if we do this, we build custom AI front desk reps for HVAC. But they're not a front desk because there's no front desk. Usually they're just going to the person's house. So it's going to be something like custom call receptionists for HVAC companies that handle all inbound calls 24/7. You can schedule appointments automatically without needing a human. You can see the end product by calling. Is this something that would be valuable for you? I think this is the same, so we might as well just change this. We'd love to send. I also want to try, we'd love to build a demo for you. But then we're basically giving away the product. And then how would they justify paying a lot of money if it's basically already built? We need to hook it up into their calendar. I think we could test that out. We'd love to build a demo for free. We'd love to build a free demo for your business. Is this something you'd be interested in? So the next one is auto body shops. So in terms of auto body shops, what we're going to do is we build custom, there probably are front desk people here, custom AI receptionist. That's why I hate ChatGPT. It sucks. The only reason I'm not using Claude right now is because my limit ran out. Alright, so what would you call an AI voice agent in receptionist in the context of an auto body repair shop? Virtual front desk agent, AI service coordinator. Not bad. Custom virtual. We build custom AI front desk agents. I don't like the word agent here, although it is an AI agent. AI front desk agents. Agents that I do like this, but I want to just test different variations here, which might not be the best idea. It might actually be a good idea to just, write this one time and then just change the name of the company. That way we can get better data. So maybe let's do that. Maybe let's refine these 5 and make them even better. And then once we have them refined, we'll just change HVAC company with auto body shops with personal injury law firms. All right, so which I think we might even just be able to go, or just law firms in general. All right, so let's continue writing this copy here. And if you want more of the frameworks on the copywriting, you can find that. I have a video called Cold Email Copywriting Masterclass. You can see why I'm writing it the way that I am. But that's just that. And if you want to actually learn how to build these agents in my community, AI Agent University, you can actually learn how to build an agent in a weekend. And we do live agent builds like this every single week. We have one happening in 20 hours tomorrow morning. And we do coffee hours as well to meet other people into this type of stuff. So if you really want to level up your AI skills, head over to AI Agent University in the description. So let's go back to this. And I think what we want to do is, how do we speak to these specific things? So job type categorization. Let's figure out what the top priority. We'll set up an AI in 2 weeks with a 90. I think it would make sense to do a little bit more verbose one like this, but with a guarantee in there. So what is the guarantee that we can add? So we can say we build custom AI receptionists that handle inbound calls 24/7. That way they never miss another. We're using like the third person here, which is something we could try out. Never miss another prospect again, and have new appointments just showing up on their calendar. We'd love to talk about implementing for this for you, so you never miss another prospect. So where's the guarantee in this? And if it doesn't, see, I don't know if I'm willing to guarantee that it's going to have 98% accuracy. If it doesn't work 2% of the time, you get all your money back. So what is another? Let's go back to the risk reversals here. So there's a couple different risk reversals we can add. If we go into this offer creation, we can go into guarantees, And we can actually see some of the different guarantees to add in here. If you don't achieve X and Y time, we will. No questions asked. I'm not asking you to say yes or no. So this is because this is a higher ticket thing that's going to take a lot longer. We don't want to make these too large, but we do want to think about how to build out these guarantees. So it should always be better than money back. A refund, keep working with them for free. Double the time, give them credit, you will help them one-on-one. Refund the program, we will pay for your hourly rate. They do not have to stay in their contract. You won't bill them again until after they get their first customer. Continue to pay costs. I think I'm liking this one, which is we'll keep working with you for free until we hit that marker, because that way our money is safe. We're never putting our payment on the table, but there's still a really solid risk reversal. So let's think about this. If you don't hit, if it doesn't answer 100%, if it doesn't successfully answer, because it's just like a matter of tweaking the system, and once you do that, it should work 100% of the time. If it doesn't correctly schedule 100% of new calls, we'll work with you for free until it does. All right, so that's not a bad risk reversal. Now let's think of the anti-guarantees. All sales are final. Yeah, that's probably not going to work for this one. We probably don't want to do rev share. Picking a conditional and put them together. We don't want to make this email too long, so I think that's going to be fine in terms of the actual guarantees. We'll work with you for free until it does. All right. Let's go here. We build custom. So let's try to hit on different points. So maybe let's think of something other than an HVAC industry. So what about like a law firm that ensures they never miss another prospect again? All right, what are the other big hitters? So you can stop wasting money on receptionists who will call in sick or make it. And we will, the follow-up one I actually like. So I think one of these two. So you will convert more leads into appointments. You'll stop wasting money on human receptionists. That sounds a little bit like, I don't want to come across as like you should fire someone and hire me. But there is something in here in terms of stop wasting money on human receptionists who call in sick, quit, or make mistakes. Could be something like, where would that fit in? Stop wasting money. I think the idea of at a fourth of the, you know what we could do as well, a really good point, is what we want to think about is, and add in the bonus. Connecting. We will connect. A bonus is we connect with your CRM. Another bonus is we, what was I going to say? I literally just lost my train of thought. What I was going to say is we add in an extra bonus that I totally lost my train of thought there. So let's add in that we'll connect it with your CRM and you won't. It'll be 25% cheaper. Oh, that's what I was going to say. We can, one point that I don't want to forget is we can source leads by scraping LinkedIn / Indeed for open call receptionist roles and reach out to these people because they're warmer. So that's going to be really interesting. We can source leads, scrape LinkedIn Indeed for open call receptionist roles. So I'm going to add that to my task tomorrow. Scrape build N8N Indeed / LinkedIn scrapers record video while doing it. Stay tuned. All right. So now that that is finished, the next thing we want to do is think about save $45,000 a year on receptionist costs. So A looks good. We build custom AI call receptionists for HVAC companies. AI front desk agents. I like that. Let's use that more. Custom AI front desk agents for HVAC companies that handle all inbound calls 24/7 and can schedule appointments. That handle all inbound calls 24/7, 365, and can schedule appointments automatically, replacing the need for a receptionist. So that you don't need to hire a receptionist, so that you don't need to go through the headache of hiring a receptionist to take your calls. You can see the end product. Okay, I kind of like that. Although I work with smart scaling AI. We do this so that you can avoid this. You can see the end product. Is this something that'd be valuable? We build custom AI front desk agents for HVAC companies that handle inbound calls. We'd love to send a demo over to you. So that, how do we need to say so that you can cut costs by not needing a receptionist. So that you can save money by not hiring a receptionist. So let's do this exact one. We'll make an F. So that you can save money, so that we charge a quarter the price of what you would pay to hire a receptionist to do this job. We charge a quarter of the price. You would pay to hire a receptionist hire a receptionist. Build custom AI call receptionist, then handle all inbound calls. Maybe we can change this for one of them. That replace the need for a human receptionist. We could say, okay, so what we want to think about is what is the top solution, given that it takes us the littlest cost to produce and it's the highest value. And so I think these are more actually like benefits than solutions, I'm realizing. And so in terms of the solution, it's like, what are we actually going to do for them? We're going to, build a inbound receptionist in 14 days, or we're going to connect. I don't want that arrow. We're going to connect an AI receptionist to their CRM for free, or we're going to reduce, but that's also a benefit. So the solution is done for you. I think the solution doesn't have to be much more than done for you. Inbound receptionist build, but there could be one which is like, let's say we're targeting a restaurant, so it's like done for you restaurant reservation receptionist in 14 days, or it's free. So what we need to think about is, who are we targeting? What are the specific risk reversals that we want to add in here? Because the idea is we want to make this as easy. We want to make this a no-brainer, right? The only way we make this a no-brainer is if we make it so good that they couldn't say no to it. And so what this is going to look like is build an inbound receptionist in 14 days. AI receptionist. All right, so let's go back to the copy here. We're going to say we build a custom AI call receptionist. AI receptionist for HVAC companies that handle all inbound calls 24/7 and can schedule appointments automatically. We'd love to do a free demo for your business. How about, rather than we'd love to do a free demo, all right, where are these other ones? We'd love to send a demo over. You can see the end product, but there's still no risk reversal in here. So the risk reversal needs to be something like, we build custom AI receptionists for HVAC companies that handle all inbound calls 24/7, can schedule appointments automatically without needing a human. So this is where the risk reversal comes in. We guarantee to deliver the AI agent in 14 days. We'll deliver the end product to you in 14 days. Or your money back. No. If you're not happy with the solution, your money back. We need to think of what are the different risk reversals we could put in here. So if we think of this, let me actually go to the guarantees here. Guarantees. Let's say both decisions are risk-free. Better than money back, 2 to 3x the cost of product. Service guaranteed, modified service. Give them credit towards other programs. You won't bill them again. So the idea here is that we want to pick something where we can say, we'll give you your money back. So if you don't achieve X and Y, we'll give you your money back. So if we go here, if the agent doesn't handle 100% of calls, we will give you your money back. Or if the agent doesn't route 100, if the agent doesn't properly schedule 100% of the calls, you get your money back. Or how about, is this something you'd be interested in? We charge a quarter of the price. I think we could take this. I know this is a lot of split tests, but it doesn't make sense to just, if these are all pretty solid, I think it just makes sense to, try out these different ones. Headache of hiring a receptionist. So let's go here. Let's add a risk reversal. We guarantee it will be set up within 14 days or your money back. Be set up with 98% accuracy within 14 days or your money back. How about we guarantee you don't need to do anything. We need to do like a time risk reversal, so it's not going to cost you any time. Like it's not just the money cost that I'm worried about here, it's the time. So with just 30 minutes of your time. We will have enough within a 30-minute call. We will have enough information to set up the entire system in 14 days or your money back. All right. So I think this looks really solid. So now basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these into a campaign. So let's go over here to instantly. And the idea is let's create a new campaign here, add new. All right, so this is going to be HVAC companies. HVAC, this is going to be for my February campaign. So Feb, HVAC, voice agent, inbound voice agent. Boom. And most people will tell you to have a follow-up email, but I typically don't, because it's like you might get more responses, but just the risk of having really bad deliverability and the number of emails that you get, which is like, no, I don't want this thing, is really high. And so if someone says, no, I don't want this thing, and then they get a follow-up, they're just going to mark you as spam. So the idea here is I usually just add one email and I focus more on top of funnel. It definitely costs more by focusing on top of funnel, but I think it ensures that you have long-term domain health. So let's essentially set this up, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set all of these up, and it's going to be something like first name, question, first name, and I will change these later. Question, all right, add variant. The second one, can I rename these? No, I can't. Second one is going to be this. Boom. The third one's going to be this. And then once we run this campaign, we'll be able to test this out. Fourth one's going to be this. Fifth. Sixth. 7th, and then we'll just duplicate these campaigns. Wait, is this F? Yeah, F. All right, that's it. All right, so we have first name, question. We could probably just keep it as, question, first name, question, first name, question, first name, and we'll have question, first name. I actually do like first name, question. This has been touted to work as just as well as any other subject line, and so our goal here isn't just to get them to open it, so we don't want this to show that it's a sales email. So our idea here is that we're putting in their first name, and then as soon as they read the personalized one-liner, which will actually have hey first name in it, so we actually don't need this, then they will see the personalized one-liner, and they'll be like, oh, they did their research, let me see what else they're about. All right, so this is an HVAC company. Save all of these different ones, and now what we're going to do is we are going to we're going to need to add leads to this campaign. So I'll probably show a video of sourcing the leads, but what we're going to do is duplicate this. Where's the duplicate button? Duplicate campaign, Feb, and what is our other one? Auto body shops. Auto body, just make it all one word, auto body shops. Duplicate campaign, personal injury law firms, personal injury law firms. And so what we'll do here is we'll say for auto body shops. So let's ask ChatGPT auto, what is the correct way to write auto body shops? Looks like it's one word. Straightforward to write. Let's just do auto body shops for auto body shops. So let's take that. We're going to put this in each of these. Boom, boom, boom. Now we have the auto body shops campaign set up. Now the next one is going to be whatever our next industry is. So we can use personal injury law firms. Let's just say for law firms. I don't want to make it too niche. Sequences. I should probably change that as well. Where's the name of this? Rename. Remove that. Then we're gonna take the sequences for law firms. Boom. For law firms. Now the only goal is to add in 10,000 emails for each campaign, so super easy stuff. I also want to find maybe recreate this campaign but not include a company. Focus on copy that says, hey, I saw you were hiring for XYZ. And so this is the essence of the campaigns, right? So we have these 3 campaigns set up now with 5 different variations on each one, maybe 6. And we're essentially I'm going to test these out, put 10,000 emails in each one. So we'll have 30,000 emails going out in February for this inbound voice agent offer. And I will likely update the YouTube channel here, create another video on what the actual results of this campaign were. But, if we're doing 30,000 emails at like a 1 to 2% response rate, which is pretty average, then we would be essentially getting, 3,000. That'd be 10%. 10% of 3,300. We'd be getting between 3 and 900 people next month interested, which is absolutely insane. That's like 10 to 20 per day. So we'll see how this works, and I'm going to keep refining the offer over time. But I hope that this was interesting to you, and thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you clarify what goes into the actual process of setting up offers, cold email campaigns, and so on and so forth. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Actually, one moment. If you are interested in learning how to build agents, join AI Agent University. I think I might have shared this already. But if you want me to build out these types of campaigns, these types of agents for your business, you can find me at Smart Scaling AI and book a call, and we can talk about how we can work together. So thank you so much for watching, and this is sign off for good.